Hi, are you interested in primarily jazz guitar? Are you looking for a chordal challenge? I think I might have one for you in this lesson. My name is Jed Brocky. This is GMI. We finally got here, and if you are one of the people who have looked at all the videos, well, you deserve a medal. Hopefully you've been downloading all the free materials that have been offered in each of the video lessons, and you really feel that you're getting it together in terms of your chordal understanding, knowledge, and your ability to play all over the neck in any key. So I felt that this last video lesson in this playlist would be fitting that it was a challenge. And we're looking at quite an up-tempo jazz number. It's called Here You Go. For owners of the book Drop Two Voicings Uncovered, they will get the full transcription as well to play along, which includes music and tab notation. And book owners also will be able to download further examples, chordal examples, right across the neck. For this video, you have got one set of chords. As always, it's on the top 4 strings. Here You Go is quite a challenge because it goes through a number of keys, and you can see just to my left here, I've outlined the keys that it goes through. So each bar, it's more or less jumping to another key in most cases. And the reason I did this was to offer a real challenge to guitar players and to show just what is possible with drop two voicings, utilising inversion theory and voice leading. If any of these topics that I've just spoken about are you're scratching your head, please look back at the various videos where we go through each one of them and explain them. They're not difficult to comprehend, but it does take a little while to get that into under your fingers and to make the theory and the knowledge actually transcend into a playing reality. But I know you can do it if you actually go through it. So with Here You Go, you're looking at trying to navigate through a difficult chord progression, utilising chords that are close to each other. So within the song, if we look at the first bar, it's in G major, and the second bar is in B flat major. So to help make sure that we're not moving around a lot, because at high tempos it's impossible to move very fast, very far, and keep up with the song, we've got A minor 7 there to D9, and right next to it we've got C minor 7 to F9, and then it goes on to E minor 7 to A9. And you can see everything's very close to everything else, and that helps us really navigate through all the keys. So you can work this out, you can download the sheet and you can play along, and hopefully, if you haven't bought the book, going through all the other lessons will definitely give you a keen understanding of what's going on. If you do have the book, then obviously you can go into a lot more detail. Okay, so I'm just now going to play Here You Go for you. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, well I hope you enjoyed that, and you can probably see there was a lot of movement going on there. There's a couple of aspects to playing this well. I think the first thing is, obviously you've got to know your chords. The second thing is, you'll probably need to memorise these movements in sections. There's no point always. A lot of the time, I find people start to learn things and they always start at the beginning. I think that's a big mistake. You've got to look at a piece. There may be some things in the beginning you need to work on, but certainly with Here You Go, it's later on that the problems start to mount up in terms of the movements. So, learning this chord, the B flat minor 7, there's this a chromatic passage which is a bit of a nightmare. It starts off B flat minor 7 to E flat 9, and then it goes D minor 7, G9, C sharp minor 7, F sharp 9. There's a chromatic downward movement there. So I would recommend actually looking at that little part and memorising that. And then we've got this turnaround at the end, where we've got the G major to C major movement to the B major movement. The second thing is that you will have noticed, hopefully, the second time I did it, I didn't do it all the way through, but I went into 4 in a bar, so I was going. That's a really good way of laying down the beat and really getting your rhythm playing together, is just to practice that 4 in a bar, and I really highly recommend it. And the other thing about this piece is that I was breaking it up rhythmically the first time that I went through it with the actual song. So there are many elements to this. It is a tricky piece, there's no doubt, but I know that if you work hard, if you find this a challenge, work hard, get these chords in your head, it's going to change the way that you fundamentally play not just jazz, but a whole range of styles, and that's a lot of people sort of pigeonhole this type of playing in one area. It's maybe if I'd had an electric guitar, if I'd played all of these with an electric guitar, even that perception would have changed things. But I think you've heard through the 13 videos how effective it can be, even just using this nylon string. So now we're on to its closing thoughts time. It's the videos have been great fun to produce and to create, and I love the way that this whole series meshes with the download materials that you can have, and ultimately the book that people can buy. For the eagle-eyed amongst you, you may notice that the book is volume 1, so there's a lot more to come, but I did feel that it was important that the book didn't become too expansive and gave people a place to actually begin and end. So everyone's on a journey these days, right? So that your journey wasn't too complex or too far in the future. So we've covered a huge amount of ground, but we're kind of laying the foundations for something in the future, I hope. If you like it and if you ask for it, there's no point me churning out new material and putting down these thoughts if people aren't interested. So that's why I value your feedback, your subscriptions and your comments. If you're not interested in buying the book, it doesn't matter. There's plenty of free materials all the way through. So if you really want to get your chord playing together, I would really advise you to not cherry pick a chord here, a chord there. Go back to the first video, watch them all, share them with your friends and talk about the ideas and concepts in them, and then memorize the material and the actual chordal concepts held within each of the lessons. And in that way you're building a sure foundation and a great way of becoming a fantastic chordal player, because all of these chords are kind of jumping off points for more advanced or perhaps complex systems. So that's all there is to it. It's been fantastic, as I said. Subscribe if you like this. There's lots more coming on GMI. I'm just really delighted to have had so much help and support on the journey. So until the next book or video or whatever, keep in touch. My name's Jed Brocky. This is GMI. See you in the next one.